So when I saw Duty and he was explaining Duty, I was like, oh, he sounds like my character Razatir from when I did Dungeons and Dragons, because he was a very tiny dwarf. So he would go around and be like,
oh, there's some razzle dazzle. So really, you're gonna do a little bit of hi, I'm Duty from Uranus, and I'm coming to Earth.
Okay guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded my vlogs. I have several that I have to upload. I'm skipping order because there's one that comes before this, but I decided I wanted to edit this one first. So, getting ready for the show, and I decided to that I needed to print out pricing. So, headed to my office to go and get some of that stuff ready for the show. And what I learned is that most people walk around and are looking to see where the prices are, and sometimes they're a little apprehensive about asking about the price. And so I found that by having a menu with prices, it makes it easier for the perusers as they're walking by. And so when they see it, oh, that's within my budget, let me go over and check that out. And so these are a bunch of new prints I also got, right? So I worked on a bunch of anime prints because College Station is known for a big anime crowd. So I wanted to have some Duty as prints, a lot more for the show. So I think in total, and I know you probably think I'm crazy, but in total I had about 70 different prints available, 25 of each print for the show. So because you never know, I mean, it's a matter of taste. Some people like the nostalgic stuff, like Duty as old school cartoon characters. Some people like the anime stuff, Duty as the anime stuff. Some people like the Duty as comic book characters. And so I try to have something for everybody for the show. So this is me just prepping them and separating them and sorting them and putting them in the baggies.
up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. You're chilling when the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
There's something quite relaxing about this process, packing and getting ready for a show. For me, there is this feeling of accomplishment where the months and hours you spend behind the draft table, writing, drawing, coloring, sending things off to the printer, working on prints, doing all these things, and then when you go to the big show, it feels like it's a coming out party. And for me, it's the most relaxing time. I get so excited. I look forward to it. I'm even just hitting the road by myself. There's something really therapeutic about just being with yourself and feeling fulfilled. And this is what it does for me, and I enjoy this process so much. Alrighty, heading over to College Station Comic Con, my first ever appearance there. It's about a 3-hour drive. It's 183 miles away. So I have my drinks, I have my snacks, but I think I'm going to pull into a Starbucks drive-thru and get me a venti coffee for the road because I haven't had coffee at all today. I'm a little tired. I'll be traveling next week as well, but so I'm excited for this event. I hope you enjoyed this vlog series, and I don't know what the title is, but you'll see it in in the thumbnail. But let's hit the road and let's go have fun. Alright guys, so I have my drink, I got my Starbucks, I'm hitting the road, and making the turn on the road. I'm hitting the road and now I'm heading off. So now I'm good. Got the coffee, I'm good. Let me take this time to tell you about There's an Alien in My Toilet, book number 6, now on Kickstarter. This is the 6th issue in a series of 10 books. And if you pledge today, all physical pledges will get a free print. And we only have 2 weeks left, so I hope that you do support this book. If you picked it up at the College Station, you want to get issue number 6. Alright, so we're here. It's the day before the convention. I'm here to set up. It's about almost 4 o'clock. It's a 3-hour drive. Hard to stay awake when you're by yourself. But now we're gonna set up. I thought I'd take this time to talk about presentation. Everybody has their own approach to how they want to present their work. For me, there are certain things that are required that you just have to have. And I think a tablecloth with some really good, strong graphic is a must-have. And this tablecloth that I have right here, it's for an 8-foot table. The graphic is 6 foot. It's about 5 feet across, 5 feet across. So the reason why I did it that way is because some conventions only provide you with a 6-foot table, some provide you with an 8-foot table. So no matter what, I'll have, if I did an 8-foot long graphic on a 6-foot table, it wouldn't work. So I compromised. Instead of buying 2 tablecloths, I did it this way. Backdrops, your banners are important. So you can have a long, one size banner with a huge graphic, or you can have a couple of freestanding banners. This way you can angle it based on the direction of the crowd and the way it's flowing on the convention floor. So I think those 2 things, if you have nothing else and you just had your books, you should have a tablecloth with a graphic and a banner, at least one banner. A 2.5 foot wide to 3 feet wide, and about 10 feet high. You want to get it as high as possible, so that way people from a distance can see. And you can see at the top of my banners where I have my logo or I have my art channel. So it's the Art of Vera. It was really the Art of Samuel on my art channel, but the Art of Vera I used when I started it earlier. So that banner itself will probably change down the road, but they will be able to see There's Nail in My Toilet from a distance or the Art of Vera from a distance. So those are the 2 things that you really need, and I think you should always have some sort of easel to prop up your books. So let's say you can't have a multi-tiered book stand, display stand, and you don't have the budget to get the cube, the gridded cube system that I'm building right now, right? So even if you went to a Michaels or Pearl Paint or Staples, they have the plastic little displays that you would use for photos or books, and you can get it for about $2, $3. And I think, because if you just have your books laid out flat, you take the risk that people don't see what's really on your table. So if you have something to prop up your books, and this is the low end, if you just don't have the budget for all this extra stuff that I'm doing here, right? So at least have your books propped up. Another thing I believe you should have is always have price points. Have a menu so that people can choose from. And because everybody prices their stuff differently. I've been at conventions where, my peers or the artists out there, they're pricing their comic books at $10, $15, even $20 for a 24-page book. So I priced mine at $5 at the conventions. If you're buying it online on the website, it's usually more because of the box and the bubble wrap and the postage and all the other stuff that goes along with it. But at the convention itself, my books are $5. So I want people to know that I'm probably the lowest price guy in the game. But also, my variant covers are either $10 or above, based on the variant cover or if it comes with a certificate of authenticity. But so if you have the budget, have a multi-tiered freestanding a tabletop book display, right? Like the white one that I have in front of me right there. This way, if you're an artist, you have your books on the side and you have your portfolio on the table laid out, and you can do commissions and all that other stuff, and everything's displayed. You don't have to worry about spreading it all out. Because I have so many titles, I have 6 issues of Disneyland in my toilet, plus I have variant covers, and plus I have Cast of Crazies, and I have Forbidden. So I have a lot of comic books, plus I have the graphic novels. So I need a lot of options to be able to display all of my books and all my work. And so I'm always thinking, I'm always learning from other creatives out there and how they display their stuff and how they I use the whole going up method, like you're building a building. It's like a high-rise building, right? You want to add more people, you go taller, you go higher, because land is limited, right, in New York City. Same thing here. I want to add more products, so I needed to go higher. So I elevated my multi-tier gridded system, like grids or cubes, and so I can have more stuff available to show. Ideally, I'd love to get to a point where I have a booth where I have, 2 8-foot tables. This way I can have all of my original art and my commission work on one table and all of my books on another table. Because I don't have that luxury, I have to try to mix and match and try to use every inch necessary when I'm displaying my stuff. So, but you choose what you want, right? So also QR codes, make sure you have QR codes for all your stuff. So if you want to make it easy for people to shop, have a QR code. Have a device to be able to accept electronic payments, so credit cards, whether you're using a Square or you're using any form of payment, PayPal, whatever it is, have that option. Also have cash on you. I always have at least $100 in cash. I usually have about 2 20s, a bunch of 10s, 5s, and singles to be able to have that as well. And have your link to your website, and have something to be able to collect email addresses, so this way you can build that communication with the people that come along. And that's just some tips and things that I use when I go to conventions myself. morning, everybody. So it's day one, and I'm getting ready to head over to Kroger's to get me some breakfast before I go over. Go to Starbucks there. They have a Starbucks there. That's the closest one. But scary night last night. Someone tried to break into my hotel room. 2 in the morning, woke me up. Luckily, I had the safety latch on because they almost got through. I slammed the door on them. It's crazy. If you want to hear more of the story, keep watching this video. I'm going to watch the road. Talk to you later. Alright, quick update. I got myself a sausage, egg, and cheddar. They don't have turkey here. And I got myself a venti coffee with almond milk. I got some cantaloupe for today for lunch. And getting ready now. I'm heading over to the convention center. My hair's a mess. Well, that's not my hair, that's the thing. The convention center. So I'm tired because I got woken up at 2 in the morning from someone trying to get into my hotel room.
Okay, so it's the first night, and I hear a sound at the door, and I don't know what's going on at the door, and I'm like, what's going on? Who's trying to get into my room? You know, so I walk over to the door and I look out the peephole, and to my surprise, I'm like, holy crap, it's Tony Soprano. Well, not really. It wasn't Tony Soprano, but it felt that way. It's like I felt like it was a mob hit. But I looked outside, it was 2 guys, a pit bull, and a girl, and they were trying to get into my room. It could have been The Walking Dead, but that's what my imagination started running wild and my heart was racing. The door started prying open, and I'm like, oh snaps, but I had the latch on, which was good. And I could have sworn I saw the guy sticking his face in, but he really didn't. That was just my mind going crazy, and I'm just losing it. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So from fear, I decided to get angry. I was like, I can't believe they're trying to break into my room. No way. So I did it, oh, Yogan, and I did a flying kick, hit the door, and I'm like, get out of here. And they start booking. They left the area, and I was like, holy crap. So I said, I gotta barricade the door. I didn't have the wood, but I put a lot of stuff against it, and I went back to bed.
What's up? You let the hair out.
I'm Hayes from the Collector's Corner. I just like to watch first time Artist Alley videos or just Artist Alley videos in general. And I saw this channel, this guy talking about his comic with the alien in the toilet, and I was like, man, this is very cool. And yeah, his setup, he went through his whole journey, and it was really fun, really informative too. And bought the comic today, and gonna read it tonight.
So when I saw Duty and he was explaining Duty, I was like, oh, he sounds like my character Razatir from when I did Dungeons and Dragons, because he was a very tiny dwarf. So he would go around and be like,
Ooh, there's some razzle dazzle. So, really, you're gonna do a little bit of hi, I'm Duty from Uranus, and I'm coming to Earth.
There's a glare on your forehead.
What?
Huh?
Alright guys, so day 2. I just checked out the hotel. I'm heading to Kroger's to get my Starbucks and my coffee and my breakfast. And had a great day yesterday. The vlog's gonna be amazing. And hoping today is just as good. And then more to come. Talk to you soon. Alright, so I just did the same thing on a broken record. I picked up my coffee. I also picked up turkey bacon, which is pretty cool. And I got cantaloupe for lunch and gluten-free crackers. These are like what is it? Good Thins, and it's garden veggie. So now I'm gonna head over to the convention center. I'll talk to you guys soon. I said it before and I'll say it again. Taking time to walk around the show floor before, during, and after, or even like the morning of an event, before the crowd gets in, it's always a good way to just reflect. You know, realize that there's so many people, so many talented people out there that are all trying to do the same things that you're doing, and everybody approaches their presentations differently. It's a great way to get ideas and even to network, just to go and touch base with some people and connect before the show starts. So whenever you get a chance, walk around. I recommend it. You should always do it at every event. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with new people. So here's where it gets real, right? I've never been to a convention where you don't have downtime. and the downtime could be maddening at times, you know, especially if it goes for long periods. And I usually try to take advantage of those downtimes where there's not enough traffic in my area to either work on some sketch cards or some sketch covers, or do something artistic just to work out what I'm doing, or post from the show. You know, I've taken pictures, I've done videos, and I'll post that I'm at the show for anybody who's coming to the show who might have seen it on social media and say, hey, let me go check out this guy's stuff. I know I never heard of him before, but the reality is you go through these long periods, especially with these smaller shows, where, as you can see, it's not crowded. Now, mind you, I did extremely well at this event, but it wasn't crowded, and that you had your highs and lows. So you had your periods where there were tons of people walking around and you were busy, at least I was, and then you had the moments like this where you're like, oh snaps, this is the slow time. So take advantage of this time, draw, eat, take time to eat, run to the bathroom if you have to, but you know, there's always something you can do during this period of time. There are moments where I'll get up and I'll stand in front of the table and I'll just start handing out cards to anybody walking by, try to bring them in. But then there are also moments like we just opened up. So normally when we just open up, I give people an opportunity to peruse, to shop, to figure out what they want. Normally when they first get in, they're just getting the lay of the land. So I try not to put too much pressure on them. But I try to hand out my cards and I try to say hello to as many people as possible when they walk around, and they can, you know, hopefully they'll say, hey, that guy smiled at me, or that guy seemed pretty nice, let me go check out his work, it looks pretty funny, whatever it is. But the reality is, guys, if you're looking to get into this game, you're gonna have moments like this. Don't take it personal, don't get discouraged. It's just part of doing Comic-Cons, especially smaller shows.
How's it going?
Alright folks, that's a wrap. My AC's on blast. It is so hot out here. Wrapped up at the College Station Comic-Con. It was fun. Met a lot of dudesters. New supporters of the show, hopefully. And on to the next. Next stop is Arlington. Alright guys, so I went to Chicken Express to get me an unsweetened iced tea, a 3-piece, a biscuit, and fries.